Hey everyone, Alyssa Lynn here, and today we're going to be talking about prop boxes. So first I'm going to show you how to make a box, and then I'm going to show you my boxes, and maybe we'll fill the one that I made up with some cuttings. I think that's a good plan. Before we get started, make sure you hit thumbs up button on this video, give this channel a subscribe if you want to see more planty content, and let's just get into prop boxes, baby! So the first thing that you're going to need to take your cuttings is some isopropyl alcohol, scissors, and a napkin or paper towel or something. Get some isopropyl alcohol on the napkin, clean your scissors off, and make sure they're sterile. And now get a plant. Take some cuttings. This is my Cebu Blue, and as you can see, she's doing really well, but she's just very thin in that pot. So we're going to take some cuttings, and I'm going to root those cuttings and end up putting them back in just so I have a fuller plant, because this one's kind of small. So here's a close-up of one of the leaves. Every one of those little brown dots is a potential aerial root. There you go. You can see this a little better. So now I have just a little Tupperware container with some sphagnum moss. There was some cuttings in here before, that's why there's some wet moss in there now. And I'm just adding a little bit more to fill this up a little bit, adding a little bit of water to make sure it's all nice and damp. I always like to grab everything and squeeze it and make sure it's not like too wet. If you squeeze it and like a ton of water comes out, that means you've put too much water in, and you probably are going to need to find a way to dry it out some before you use it. Now I added just a little shot glass of water, and I'm just gonna throw my cuttings in there now. I like to bury them a little bit. That's a variegated watermelon peperomia that someone sent me, and it has a little baby growing off of there. And then I'm just throwing the Cebu Blue in. I like to bury the nodes a little bit into the moss. So I don't know. I just think that that's probably better for it, so that the roots are where they're supposed to be. I put a couple of just the nodes in there too. Some baby plants will grow off of those. They're going to take longer, obviously, to mature, but give them a shot, right? And now I'm just adding some saran wrap over the entire thing, and that's going to keep all that humidity in. Okay, so I just wanted to show you the setup I have for the rest of my prop boxes. So I'm going to bring all these boxes out, and I'm going to take them over to the table to show you, but I wanted to show you them where they live right now. This is in my DIY greenhouse cabinet. I'm going to link that video up in the cards so you could watch that if you haven't. So there is a grow light up here on the top of the shelf. You can't really see it. And then I have this other grow light that is just like really intensifying the light on these couple plants because I wanted them to have more, and it looks horrible, but like it's working. And they're also on top of a heating mat, so they're very warm, they get a lot of light, and that's how you get them to grow the fastest. So let me get these all out of here, and I'm gonna bring them over to the table and we'll open them up and I'll show you what I got. Okay, so here's the first one. This is Hoya macrophylla variegata cuttings. And let me show you what happened. I messed up a little bit. I had that light right on this one, and I burned it really bad. The leaf seems okay. It is a little dehydrated. I must not have been giving this enough water. It has no roots yet. I've had these for quite some time, so that's a little disappointing. This cutting though looks a little sun-stressed, and she look cute. Look at it, all black and stuff. Whew. And does she have a growth point? I think she does. Yeah, she has a little growth point, a little nubby right there, a little brown nubbin. And focus. There we go. Yeah, the little nubbin there. And good roots on this one. Let's see if I can pop her out. Oh, she's dry. Oh, not too dry though. But yeah, you can see these roots are crazy good. I'm gonna pop the date up. I have to look it up. I don't have a date on this box for some reason. I'll show you how long that took. Like, such good roots. This should be potted up, but I wanted to pot them up all together, and this one is just taking her sweet time. So I'm not doing that yet. So this is really dry. I just brought my spray bottle over, and I'm just gonna replenish this water quick. Spritz the rest of this too. Maybe I'll fill that up also, that little cup. And now this one is doing really well. This one has great roots. This one's also ready to be potted up. This one's getting that dark, a little darker too. It's hard to tell on the camera. It's not as dark as this one, but the roots on this one are great. Looking so good. So these two are totally ready to be potted up. Does this one have any new growth points? No, I don't see any, but that's fine too. Yeah, so these two are ready to be potted up. I'm just waiting on this one so I can do them all together. Ugh, I don't know. We'll see what happens with this one. Next, I have my favorite plant ever in my collection right now. Maybe, I don't know. I see so many of them are my favorite, but I do love this one quite a bit. This is my Anthurium clarinervium, and she's just killing it. She's killing it now. The new leaf. She's a little sun stress right there, a little sunspot or something. I don't know. Look at these roots. I got a huge root. We got a root coming out the bottom. This is ready to be potted on. I'm just not ready to pot it on. It's doing so good. And then look, we have a new leaf. New leaf coming right here. That's so exciting. So exciting. It's a new growth point from what I can tell. So I think it is gonna be very, very small, but that's fine. Oh, how exciting. I can't wait to see it. That's so exciting. And like, okay, so the reason this McDonald's straw is in here is when I got it, these stems were broken, but the leaves are still doing fine. Eventually they will get cut off, like once this plant gets a little bigger, but I really wanted them to stay on so the plant would be able to photosynthesize still and receive energy and stuff. But she's doing so good. She's so pretty. She loves it in here in her Chinese takeout soup cup. So now here are some String of Hearts cups. I think, what's this one? This one is from 8/8. That sounds about right. I don't think it is actually. I think these ones I cut, but we'll see. Yeah, this is Silver Glory String of Hearts. This is really dry, and it's pretty dry. Let's see, you could see a ton of roots. Ton of roots on this. There we go, you can see a little better now. So that's doing good. I'm gonna just keep letting this grow on, get some more roots, get a little stronger. These could be potted up, I just am not yet. Another one, decent roots, very cool. And there's a teeny tiny one in here. It's doing something finally. So that was my Silver Glory String of Heart. This is some variegated String of Hearts. See in there, we got a little growth. I'm not gonna pull these ones out because I know these ones don't have a ton of growth and I don't want to rip it. It's very dry though, so let's build. And now, since I had that light a lot closer, it's really not picking up on camera. The white variegation has started turning pink again. That was why I put those lights in there, is because I want pink variegated String of Hearts. I don't want white. Pink is where it's at. And then this last one is from September 6th. And this is regular String of Hearts. This is the one I did on the video about propagating your String of Hearts. Finally getting a really nice amount of growth on here. Yeah, I can't really pull these out because they're all entwined, but this is gonna be potted up too with this, with another one. This one's gonna be potted up today. We're gonna do that at the end of the video, and I'll show you how I do that. And my last tiny one is Monstera brandianum chunks. One of my plant friends sent me this. The other one's not really doing much of anything, but look at these cute little baby leaves. It's so pretty. So we got 3 leaves. This one is just starting to like silver up now, like that first one is. So I'm really happy with this. We have some okay roots going. Some okay roots. yeah, I'm happy with this. Looks like it's getting a little rotted. Ooh, it is. Ooh, sus. Ooh, maybe I should cut that. Okay, so here's what happens. I just noticed this now. I have a little bit of rot here. It's like dry and sad feeling. So I'm gonna take my scissors. So I'm gonna clean my scissors. I just put alcohol on this. So I could rub them up. Get them nice and clean. But now I'm going to just cut this. So make sure I don't cut this. So you can kind of see there's sort of a definite line here where like this is rotted. Oops, here we go. So this side is rotted. There's like a line where it's not, and I'm just gonna cut right past it. Oof. Okay, now I have a clean growth, and then I'm gonna take this again with the alcohol, and I'm gonna just dab that just to dry it out some. And hopefully that doesn't happen again. We have a little bit of it over here too. We'll see about that before I cut it, because I don't really want to cut too close to the node. And then this one, let's check on this one too, since that one had a little rot on it. Oh, this one's got a baby leaf. And this one looks fine. That might be rotting. I don't know. I'll keep my eye on this. It's just doing okay. Here, man. There we go. Okay, here's another Hoya. This is a Hoya viola. She's looking good. Let's see if I could show you anything on here. Oh, we got a new leaf! That's fresh. Cool. Look, we got a new little leaf coming. I think it's a little dry. Yeah. The hard part about these littler ones is you can't fit a cup of water in them, but so they dry out a lot quicker. That is what that humidity cup is for, if I didn't say that already. Can I see any roots? There are roots in here. I don't want to rip them apart or anything. There you go. You can see a little bit. So that's cool. She's growing on. Oh, and she's nice and a nice dark leaf. So that's... I'm going to mist the stuff underneath. And then I mist this. Also, nice high humidity in here. All right, awesome. Oh, that's really cool. I did not know that new leaf was there. Hey everyone, so we were going to take my string of hearts propagation and I was gonna plant them up with you. That footage got deleted. So we're not gonna do that today, unfortunately. So disappointed that I didn't get to show you how I do that. I pretty much just moved each individual cutting from the moss and into the soil. I tried to bury the roots as much as I could, but it's doing really well. I'm really happy with it. I also pre-watered that soil. I don't know if that was a great idea, but I thought it'd be easier than trying to water it after I put them in, because then they'd move around and stuff, and I wanted them spaced out how I wanted them spaced out so they had some room to start growing new vines and stuff. But that's it for this week's video. Hope you make a prop box because they're fun. Give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.